how to do a flood coat on a piece of plexiglass that has bumps in it, and I usually try to do two so I can pour it directly from one canvas to the other. And I've already mixed up my Envirotex Light resin, so I'm going to pour it on the edges. And this plexiglass, it heated when I was using my heat gun, of course, and so it sways a little bit in the middle, sags in the middle, and so I had a couple of pits in it, and I'm trying to fix that. So I use my torch to get out all these little bubbles from mixing. I have my other canvas over here so that I can just let it drip right onto that, so I can do that one after I finish making sure I get this one all covered. And so instead of just wasting it and letting it drip on the sides or on the plastic, I try to get it to where it's going on another canvas. And of course you see that I'm picking it up and tilting it so I can get it on all the edges where I want it. Helping it a little bit. I've got it taped on the back, which you always want to do that to protect it. Sorry if I've got the camera where you can't see everything I'm doing. I need a little more resin. And since this is plexiglass, I don't really have anything to hang on to keep my fingers out of it. To check it now for more bubbles. I'll lay it down and use my torch on it. In the meantime, I'll let the rest of my resin flow onto this second canvas. And I use the heat gun on low. guess this spot right here, that's not just an air bubble, that must be something on it. When you're using the torch, make sure you don't stay in one spot too long. It'll get too hot and burn your resin. Now I will switch over to my second piece. This time I'll try to save as much resin as I can into my cup. Whoops. Try to make sure I get the resin in the spots. Before you do this, you need to lightly sand it wherever you have your little pits or edges that aren't totally clear, covered. So I have push pins in this one, and I have tape on the back. So you need to make sure you sand it lightly, then wipe it off with an alcohol pad or alcohol wipes. That gets all the sand off of it from the sandpaper, or the grit from the sandpaper. Oops, I hit that one accidentally. I'm going to pour my last little bit on here. I love both of these pieces. I hate it that they had little pits in it. Sometimes that happens. Now I'm going to use my heat gun again just to get out all the air bubbles. If you have bubbles that aren't going down, take your little popsicle stick and see if they pop. If they don't, it might be a little piece of hair or sandpaper or something that's in the air. And do the edges one more time to make sure that they're okay. Every time you add resin, you have to blow it or torch it. And when you look at things at a different angle, you'll see things that you miss, which I didn't realize I missed this area almost completely. So that's why I leave a little bit of extra resin in my cup so I can go back if there are any problem areas. Okay, and I'm going to check this other piece real quick. Wipe my hands and blow this one more time. This spot over here is being real stubborn. I try not to lean over my pictures because that way you can get hair into your picture just by having your head over your picture. So I try to look at it as best I can without being right on top of it. Do not know what that is. Okay. Something must be on that canvas right there. I know this is a little boring, but you're seeing how to, sometimes things are a little bit stubborn and you have to work with them longer than you think you should have to. But if you don't do this now, you'll have to redo it like I just did. Sometimes you have paint that's on your creme brulee torch or your, I just don't understand that part. But anyway, sometimes little pieces of paint fall off that you're unaware of. Okay, I'm going to take my gloves off. That's bad. And I'll take this down so you can see both of them. Here is this one. I can't see the camera, so I don't know if you're seeing it good or not. But anyway,